I mean, they had to roll with a 7-man rotation for most of the series.
I think the Cavs still will have some depth problems even this year, and they would have had them against the.
Freak, how you doing? What's up, man? About to put on a show tonight. See about that. My team's ready. You better hope so. It's the only chance you got. Remember that. Freak, it's on.
We'll be bringing you an
I'm playing NBA.
this one as the Warriors take to the road. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg.
Yeah.
And then for Golden State, Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for Bogut. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Shabazz Napier subbed in.
Dude!
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Thompson
Dude,
is the two.
why the
with
fuck would you
Barnes at the
stand?
three.
Oh my
Laverne is
God.
out there with Luke Babbitt. And it's Napier in at the point. He kicks it to Babbitt. The dish to Barnes. Out left to the wing. Here's Napier. That's tipped. And he gets it back. Out of bounds.
Oh,
Takes
yeah.
possession.
Fuck. Out of bounds.
Quick hands and the ability to
Yeah, man. Okay, y'all in my good books now. Y'all, this team ain't no longer in my shit books no more.
As we see two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
1:36 left here in the opening quarter.
Yeah.
On the wing, Thompson.
I don't look that up.
Laverne passes to Napier. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity.
Like that, ladies.
Rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Feeds it to Laverne.
Don't let these
Free throw line
niggas
jump
shoot.
shot. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Laverne's got 6. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Stauskas kicks to Freak. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Freak's got his...
Ah, shit. Bye.
Second bucket of the night.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
And the Warriors making a change here. Thomas is checked in. Cleveland's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Here's Varejao. For Cleveland, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of...
Oh, man, free throws win game, bro.
73%.
And, guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Napier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Good. Laverne's got 8.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
11 feet away. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And that's now 7 points for Freak. Thompson for the triple.
Oh. Oh.
And the first quarter is different look here for the Warriors. Laverne, he's checked in for Bogut. Luke Babbitt comes in for Lance Thomas. Thompson, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Napier in for Steph Curry. Thompson and Verja at the 4 and 5. Freak is out there with J.R. Smith, and it's Stauskas in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And Thompson kicks to Babbitt. Here's Napier. Drills the 3-pointer.
Fuck him.
Napier's got 5 points so far.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room.
Oh, you a bitch.
Around and rims out. The Warriors leading. Napier kicks to Barnes. Nice open look, but it's no good.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part, Greg. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to
Fuck,
get
I was trying to hit on Clay.
because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Oh, fucking bastards.
Here's Laverne. Finished off the break. Laverne's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. Poked
What's up?
away.
What's up, John Carlo?
Use a little clock here.
I
How you
agree
doing,
with
buddy?
you. Milk the clock with this possession. That's what they've got to be doing.
On the wing, Thompson. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, you was a bitch, ref. Man, who's paying your checks, bro? Who's paying your ass?
And that does it for the...
Gentlemen, over.
Oh, fuck this ref, bro. Got that shit from Foot Locker.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Talk about a terrific game for Thompson. He has 12 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have hit more. He's played an effective game at that
Good,
end
good.
of the floor.
How are you doing? I'm good, good. Fucking ref pissing me
So
off.
it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the...
Aw. Fuck y'all. Y'all won by 1 point. 4.
Andre, a good...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
I swear the referee was calling shit, missing calls.
Many thanks, Kevin. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the...
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin
the Warriors
Harlan,
beat us
and
by
the
1
entire
point.
2K
Fuck the Warriors. Hey, playtime, bro. Playmaker. A 2-piece and a biscuit. Oh. I'm not playing. Yeah, yeah. Man, I don't practice, bro. I'm a superstar. I don't practice.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Boston Celtics.
20 points LeBron,
Well,
fucking
for
Spirit on up 30.
They'd love to get back on a winning track. 7 losses in their last 8 games. That is not going to get it done, and they know it. One of the fun players to watch tonight, Isaiah Thomas. He was the last player selected from his draft class of 2011. But Shaq, I bet GMs want to redo on that one, man. He can just dominate games offensively.
You know, he's not really tall. He's 6'something", not above 6'4", but this guy's fearless. You know, his speed and quickness of the release of a shot. He can get a shot anytime. And what I really like about him, he's gritty. He'll fight you.
If he's more than 5'11", I'd be surprised. But when he gets in the zone, he's one of...
I'm getting tired of hearing y'all talk. No, I'm talking to these dudes. Just keep talking in this game. I want to go to the action.
At shooting guard, at the other guard position.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you.
All right, LeBron, let's go get this win, LeBron.
In downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA.
Man, we can't lose to Boston. Boston's weak sauce, bro.
The Cavaliers and a new group in for the Celtics. Paxson
Right now, we lost to
Johnson.
fucking Golden State by 1 fucking point.
Marcus Smart's checked in for Bradley. And it's Watson in for Isaiah Thomas. On the floor for Boston, they've got Smart. Jared Sullinger is out there with Paxson. And there's Roberson. And it's Watson in at the 1 spot. Cavaliers leading. Shumpert dishes to Freak. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Oh, I forced it.
Gone, just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. 1:27 left in the first quarter. Passes to Paxson. Out to the right wing. Watson for 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
And although they were the better team last
year,
record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Guys, they split the season series, and you know there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
Sullinger the screen. Here's Paxson. No luck, and Cleveland will come the other way. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Lots of tension. The fans were pretty restless, and so was their bench. Neck and neck excitement, but just not enough to get all the way back.
You know, and that's what sports is. It's almost like reality TV because no one knows what to expect down the stretch. And the way that one went back and forth, no one knew how it would ultimately end up.
It's called live drama. That's why we love this game.
Very compelling. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Takes a shot at the elbow. He squares up and sinks it. Freak's got his first 2 points.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here.
Wah, wah, wah.
In the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead, up 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter 2.
The only hard part.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens teams making substitutions here. Celtics trail by 7. Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. Amon Shumpert is out there with Freak, and it's Stauskas in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Smart, the 9-footer's on the mark.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Freak kicks to Varejao. Stauskas, the pass to Freak. Picked by Varejao. The feed to Stauskas. And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the 5. C.J. Watson, he's checked in for Hunter.
Checking in for the Celtics, C.J. Watson.
The screen from Thompson. Stauskas inside the line. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And the Cavaliers lead by 7. Watson dishes to Johnson. He kicks to Robertson. Johnson the screen. Here's Smart. And it's Freak with the rebound. And making connections is always good in any business, and the NBA is no different. From what I've heard, Clark, Freak has done a good job of reaching out to his peers all over the NBA.
I think that's an example of Freak just having a good head on his shoulders and knowing that taking the time to get to know others in the business has its benefits.
They set the pick. The dish to Smart. And there's the
That's a movie screen. Pick up, ref.
He feeds it to Robertson. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
No easy shots.
Here's Smart. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And a wide open look for Freak. In a double-digit lead. And it's a 12-point Cleveland lead. The Celtics shooting around 41% on the night. Johnson the screen. 46 seconds left to play in the first half.
Ah, it's my fault.
And that time, also a missed shot.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland. That'll do it for the first half.
All right, kid, we looking good. We looking good. It's looking good. Looking good. Good looking good. Good shit, LeBron. You hit a jumper and 2 threes, bro. You can keep your ring. Look, biggest nigga in there. 2 points, no rebounds. Biggest nigga on the court.
Okay,
Give me your
fellas,
ring.
nice job sticking to the plan in the first half. Now let's widen the gap.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
It's been a great game for Irving tonight.
Yeah. A 2 piece and a biscuit.
Amir Johnson.
2 piece and a biscuit.
Celtics trail by 18 on the floor for Boston. They've got Jared Sullinger. Isaiah Thomas out there with Watson. Then there's Bradley, and it's Smart in at the 3.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Cavaliers.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Yeah, it's a fun way to play, and it's fun to watch, too.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Kyrie Irving. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And that one's good.
And turning down what would have been a tough shot for himself into an easy one for his teammate.
Shumpert passes to Freak. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And the first one at the line is good.
I love that save.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Watson kicks to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Boston. The shot by Sullinger, wide open. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Dishes it to Freak. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
At the line,
The first one falls.
Stay on the board. Stay on the board.
And both free throws good from Freak.
Man, I do better on Cleveland than I was on Golden State.
Now Watson. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They poured it out tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from.
Good, 53 points. Good, I got 53 points.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, what do you think about the trend right now for
The 2K Sports.
Yeah, Greg's better than me, bro.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
Anytime you deliver that sort of production we saw from him tonight, you're going to put your team in position to win. He gave them points in.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille.
You. Klay Thompson. This is your second with Klay Thompson. Look for other off days. All right, let's go destroy Detroit.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Detroit Pistons as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cavaliers group has been getting things done. The game tonight marks their second of 4 meetings they will play this season, and they come into this one feeling pretty good after winning the last time they met. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace themselves anymore. And you want to make sure that you're in playoff position to make something special happen at the end of the year.
Excellent use of the word mundane, by the way. How about you, Shaq?
Well, Monday, experience told me when you need to go hard and when you need to pull back.
Hey, you can go. All right, we cool, you two?
We're coming at you from the Palace of Auburn Hills in beautiful suburban Detroit.
Cool.
As the Pistons prepare to take the floor. It's an entirely new group now out there. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. Iman Shumpert is out there with Freak, and it's Stauskas in at the 3. Cleveland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. 4 on the clock. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Man, this nigga just blocked my shit.
1:33 left here in the opening quarter.
Hell yeah, he blocked my shit, nigga.
9 points last game. He kicks it to Ilyasova. No good on the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
How the fuck you fucked that up?
The Pistons shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. There's the screen. Here's Jennings. The Cavaliers pull it in. Last time they met in Cleveland.
And that last one came right down to the wire. The difference for me being the impact they got from their bench.
Really such a security blanket, Greg, when you can count on that second unit to step in and provide key minutes, especially when the game is in doubt.
And McLemore kicks to O'Neal. Right side, Jennings. Screen by O'Neal. Right side, Jennings. Here's Ilyasova. Muscala gets the bucket.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Here's Freak. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Here's the screen. Here's Jennings. Cannot hit.
Oh, I thought I blocked that. I'm about to be out. Fuck yeah.
Hits. Count that one from Stauskas. Stauskas has got 6 points.
Man, I'm carrying. My back team tired carrying y'all.
And I really thought he would.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all, right?
Fuck y'all, team out there. Stay ugly.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. On the court for Cleveland, Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. Freak is out there with Iman Shumpert, and it's Stauskas in at the 3. No one near Jennings as he lets it fly. Buries it from 3-point range. Jennings has got the lead up to 3 now for the Pistons. Shumpert passes to Freak. No good. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Pistons leading by 3. Jennings with the ball. Out defended by Freak. Jennings drives in. And the shot is good. Jennings has got 8 points.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start. Finding a rhythm right now.
For the Pistons, their last game a loss to Dallas.
Kevin, that was really a tremendous effort. I mean, I thought they were coming all the way back. What a great fourth quarter of basketball. Just not enough to take it all the way.
And man, I tell you what, they had everybody in the building on the edge of their seats in that one. What an amazing comeback that would have been.
There's 57 seconds left in the second quarter. off the screen, and Thompson sends it back. Down low, here's Stauskas. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Now just a three-point Piston lead.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1. He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
Freak dishes to Stauskas. Pass to Freak. Great D that time from Jennings.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Stauskas kicks to Freak. And the miss, not the best shot selection there.
I got a steal.
Jennings pass.
Do I have a steal?
Nope. To Ilyasova. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Fuck, I'm way out of bounds too.
And we're through the first.
Hi, Kevin.
Y'all suck. That's all I'm saying. Halftime's over.
And it's been a back and forth game so far. Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for LeBron. And Freak subbed in for Smith. Jennings out there with Ben McLemore. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's Ilyasova. And it's Muscala in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. Irving against Jennings. Out left to the wing. Now here's McLemore outside. And he gets it to go. McLemore's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Irving kicks to Shumpert. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air. As a team, they're hovering around 86 to 87% from the line. That's exactly what you want to see. I mean, converting at that rate.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Sade, I like that, Greg.
On the court for Cleveland. Freak, he's in at the point. Anderson Varejao is out there with Stauskas. Then there's Iman Shumpert. And it's Mozgov in at the 5, roaming.
We lost.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Here's Freak. And he goes in for the dunk.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has to find a teammate for an easy basket.
The 2K
And we lost by 11
Sports
points.
Show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Reggie Jackson. He's not always known to make the big headlines or get a lot of media attention, but he does make the big plays, and he made them. And that brings us to the end of our broadcast.
Oh, fuck. I need a freaking Jew. boy. We lost. I lost by 11 points. I'm happy with the Cavs right now.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
We're starting to get some early answers on this year's big questions in the NBA season. And here to tell us what it all means are the experts. Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm just your host, Ernie Johnson.
No one's an expert.
Huh?
No one's an expert.
Well, you guys try. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, the results have been excellent for them over the first half of the season. And it has to be said, they're not showing any signs of slowing down anytime soon. And LeBron James last season got some MVP votes, and while he didn't come away with the award, I think, Kenny, that most would consider him the best player in the league, if not the world.
Well, he's the most difficult player to guard or have a game plan for. Nobody can really take over a game like he does, and the problem that you have with LeBron is who guards him, what position you put on him.
You know, any team that LeBron is on is considered a title contender, and you can't say that about anyone else in the league, so that's why he's the MVP every year.
Now let's send it down to Kevin Harlan as we approach tip-off.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. So for the Cavaliers, their last game, a loss to the Pistons at the Palace of Auburn Hill. Then for the Heat, Josh McRoberts is checked in for Geiger. James Ennis comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Marcus Thornton. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Goran Dragic. So on the floor for Cleveland, Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. Amon Shumpert is out there with Freak, and it's Stauskas in at the 3. The Heat shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. And what'd you find out, Doris?
I asked him if there was an X factor in this game, a player they couldn't forget about, and he said it would have to be Tristan Thompson, the power forward out of Texas. He said Thompson is still developing from a skill standpoint, but
Thompson's got a fucking broken leg.
The charts. You always have to find him and get a body on him when the shot goes takes a play
His
off.
leg's broken.
Guys, they've been forewarned. We'll see if.
Thank you, Doris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Miami no good on that time either.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
There's Winslow. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Stauskas, the pass to Freak. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so we will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. You often hear athletes saying they do it for the fans, but with Freak, he really backs up his talk with his actions. And Clark, I've seen it firsthand. He's one of the more accessible and interactive NBA stars out there.
Yeah, I say he's walking the talk in that regard. I mean, he really looks out for his fans, appreciates them, respects them, understands them, engages with them. I think he's one of a kind in being sincere and genuine and looking after the fans.
Got a piece of it. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Nick Roberts' shot is good.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Here's Galloway. Dang gets a wide open look. He knocks it down right at the... And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player. What a great clap. New group in for the Heat. Josh McRoberts has checked in for Bosh. Dang comes in for Winslow. And SU's checked in for Marcus Thornton. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Goran Dragic. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mazda. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for Smith. And Freak subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, the forwards are LeBron and Thompson. Freak is out there with Amon Shumpert. And it's Varejao in at the 7. The Cavaliers trail by 8. The screen from Thompson. James wide open. That 3 off the mark.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
Geiger with a screen on Shumpert. To the inside. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Nick Stauskas is checked in for LeBron. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Miami leading by 9. Here's the screen. Galloway, the pass to Geiger. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Cavaliers currently rank in the NBA. First and lowest turnovers a game. 4th in field goal percentage. And they also show up in the top 5 in assists. They've got scores, and they're a pretty good passing team as well.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Miami's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. The pass to Nick Roberts. Miami no good on that time either. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Stauskas kicks to Freak. 26 seconds left to play here in the half. Offline from the high post. Moving it up. Dang with it. Picked up by Thompson. Here's Galloway. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City. 5 on the clock. High post shot. No luck.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but
why are we losing?
And the second half about to start here in just a few. Making a change here. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. We've got Thornton. Dang out there with Winslow. Then it's Geiger. And it's Galloway in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's Freak. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Freak's got his third bucket of the night.
you have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Fighting.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good.
Oh, shit, we actually winning.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. And for the Cavaliers, the forwards are LeBron and Thompson. Freak is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Verajao in at the 5 spot.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lines courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Miami. Dang out there with Winslow. Then it's Thornton. Then it's Geiger. And it's Galloway in at the 1 spot. There's Winslow. And he gets it to go.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
James kicks to Freak. Back to LeBron. Verajao setting the pick for James. And Verajao, the bucket on the assist by James. James has got 3 assists now in this one. The Heat trail by 8. Galloway kicks.
You gonna be on tomorrow?
There's a good screen.
So I'm gonna get on after work.
Galloway, the pass to Thornton. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Now I'll probably be home by 5:36.
And we're just over a minute and a half through it. From beyond the arc. And it's Freak missing. Miami's gone outside.
I don't know if we're in the same time zone.
In fact, 7 of 17.
Austin.
And stolen by Irving. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Verajao and laid in.
You're 2 hours behind me.
Verajao's got the lead up to 8 now for Cleveland. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. Dragic dishes to Bosh. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, Bosh is playing really well. He has 18 points and a pair of blocks to go along
19 now.
And he's been standing tall when they needed it.
James Ennis, he'll
20.
check in for Goran Dragic. And so Bosh nails both of them. Clark, they're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, and they don't need to do anything to reinvent the wheel here. I mean, just take time off the clock and squeeze the orange. Don't turn it over.
He doesn't. That plays the one they really want. He's got one more, though. So he comes up empty, missing both.
Fuck you, game.
Their last game, a loss to Oklahoma City. A shot by Ennis. Nobody around. No good with the triple. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Dragic. Here's Freak. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Thornton off on that one. So we see the Cavaliers.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille Kyrie Irving. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of... And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal.
Well, the team won tonight, but certainly no thanks to you in that effort. Do you feel like you let down the fans with the way you played?
Hell nah. Who won the game?
Let down the fans. You serious? But we won the game, man. Won the game. The fans know what I could do. Just because I didn't get it done tonight don't change a thing. Yo, come back and we'll have a more serious talk next time if we actually lose. Next question, please.
Are you getting the ball as much as you'd like out there?
Fuck no.
Honest answer? No, I'm not. I feel like we're a better team when I have the ball in my hands because of the way I create. Simple as that.
We do jack up
Give me the
threes.
ball, and the wins will follow.
How is your relationship with the fans?
Oh, I love the fans. I mean, they're everything to me. Hearing them cheering, chanting my name, even holding up cutouts of my head sometimes. I mean, it's an unbelievable feeling. This team goes out there every night trying to win games for them. Trying to bring a championship back home for them. They feed what we do each and every game. And that's why I try to get out there and give back. Spend time with them when I can. Show my appreciation. I love the fans, man. I love them.
I hate the media, bro. Kyrie. Hell no. Kobe. Yep. When you play Golden State, they don't play Golden State no more.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Charlotte Hornets in this one as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, more than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings, making their mark and playing well. And as we take a few moments here, Shaq, the term basketball IQ is constantly thrown around these days. What exactly is meant by that? Because I don't have it.
Ernie, I have no idea. You know, you can be smarter than me if you want to. You can be a Rhodes Scholar, but you know what I will do to you. It doesn't necessarily mean you make good decisions on the basketball court. That's why IQ, that term is overrated.
Maybe Kenny has an answer to this one.
Well, I think most people, when they first hear about it, they're talking about seeing the floor.
A flyover and gorgeous look at the Charlotte skyline. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony. Last outing for Charlotte was a loss to Oklahoma City.
And you guys know how much aggressive defense, but in that game, they were just a bit over the top, and it wound up getting them in foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was not just aggressive, it was reckless. I mean, they approached it more like bumper cars in a game of basketball.
Now the pass to Freak. He kicks to Verejao. Cleveland moving the ball around, and that one's good. Freak.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Hornets trail by 4. And Walker kicks to Barton. And he uses the glass on the layup. Barton's got his second basket of the night. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Thompson. He feeds it to Freak. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Charlotte has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Kicks to Walker. 1:41 left here in the opening quarter. Goodwin, and it's blocked. Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Shumpert, no good.
Yeah, this dude.
Charlotte trailing. Walker with it. His last outing, he had 18 points, and they're able to recover. Here's Kaminsky, and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Verejao. The Hornets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good. He doesn't get the second one.
Well, the free throw line has really hurt him.
Yeah, it's been a rough start there, and they could use those points, no doubt about it.
And it's Freak missing.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And Walker kicks to Dedmon. Got a piece of it. And here's Freak. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Walker against Verejao. Here's Bradshaw. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And that'll tie this game up. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Freak. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Pass to Bradshaw. The dish to Goodwin. And a wide open look for Walker, and it's the Hornets another three.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out onto the floor. You know, he may be having fun. The Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Fox, he's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And Freak subbed in for Stauskas. Bill Barton is out there with Spencer Hawes. And there's Kemba Walker. Then it's Goodwin. And it's Kaminsky in at the pivot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. That's a two-pointer from Walker. No good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnover.
And that really was the difference. I mean, it requires a ton of energy to play that harassing style. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again tonight.
The shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. And again, the Hornets missing. The Cavaliers trail by 7. In the corner, Irving with it. The feed to Freak.
2 minutes remaining.
It's hauled in by Goodwin. Goodwin's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Walker with it. He's picked up by Irving. Walker against Irving. Here's Hawes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Hawes got 8 points in the quarter.
Right now, they've got that field goal percentage up in the low 50s.
Putting it together offensively, looking to build some more momentum.
Damn, we don't let them.
Freak passes to Fox. Here's Freak. Good. Freak's got 7 points in the game.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Irving against Walker. Teardrop shot. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Shumpert dishes to Freak. And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut back down to 7. The bucket there from Fox.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Hey, you know you're going to pass this.
Goodwin. 11 points for him in that last
Shit don't work on me, bro.
Walker's shot is off.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Freak.
Tomorrow.
On that one.
Fuck that. Fuck that air ball.
Walker against Thompson. Here's Kaminsky. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy.
Oh, good shit, boy.
And a pretty tight.
Well, Tristan, what?
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. I'll say this. We kept a very tight handle on the basketball, and that's something I always like to see. The fewer turnovers, the better, obviously. Keep your heads on a swivel out there. But I can't bash what we did on offense. We were in good sync at that end. Let's make sure we stay that way. The pace of the game.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to begin. Some changes for Charlotte. Wayne Dedman comes in for Jones. And it's Kaminsky in for Barton. On the court for Cleveland. Freak in at point guard. Fox is out there with Anderson Varejao. And it's McKnight in at the 3, the small forward.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
Here's Freak. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Fuck your mascot,
Guys,
bitch.
we've seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator. But I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
And an intentional foul right there.
I like having the ball.
They may as well just let the clock run and save their energy for another day.
Clark, you know, sometimes frustration just shows through in a game like this, and I think that's what we're seeing right now.
He hits both from the stripe. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. Some good moments.
Well, Al, this was a game where you guys seemed to...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kemba Walker.
Boom, boom, boom. That's right, Ernie. Instruments. This guy...
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
What's up? It's your boy Greg, back at Pop. Baby, here's my number. Call me up. You want to say anything besides hi?
Life is good. Life is good.
That's it?
I'm turning you alone. Ugh. Still not enough. Brooke Lopez, this is your second encounter with other day opportunity soon. I'm telling you, I don't. We're playing back to Positivity Tea Party back in Boston.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Boston Celtics as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers out at Quicken Loans Arena. And for Cleveland, they have been a team on a mission this season. Best record in the NBA. We're getting deep into the schedule now, and they continue playing dominant basketball. Well, it was kind of a rough start to his NBA coaching career last year for David Blatt, but he stuck with it. Cavs turned things around, started winning. You heard fewer and fewer complaints about his style.
Dude, my style's legit, bitch.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA. Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert's checked in for Smith. And Freak subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And a new group in for the Celtics. Dunleavy's checked in for Sullinger. Roberson comes in for Jay Crowder. Marcus Smart's checked in for Avery Bradley. And it's Watson in for Thomas. On the floor for Boston.
We gotta play defense well.
Got Smart. Roberson is out there with Dunleavy. Then it's Watson, and it's Johnson in at the center position. Shumpert passes to LeBron. Kicks it to Freak. Here's Thompson, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket. And they've been the more physical team offensively, seeking contact, looking to score in the lane, and getting to the line.
A big disparity in the free throws, and that's been a big boost to their offense.
Nice shot by Smart.
Almost automatic when he can get the basketball that close to the basket.
Well, defense has to be played earlier in that situation. You've got to fight to not allow him to get that position in the first place.
And Roberson kicks to Watson. Pass to Roberson. Johnson the screen. Roberson dishes to Smart. Misfires after coming off the pick.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
LeBron kicks to Freak. Cleveland gets it back. James, the pass to Freak. Good, and the assist goes to James. Here is Watson. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Roberson dishes to Dunleavy. Now here's Smart. Defense right on him. Dunleavy's shot is off.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Now here's Watson. He's covered closely. Boston, no good that time either. Got it up. Can't hit.
Let's our guys can start moving faster. Time moves faster.
Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mahinmi's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. James checked in for Shumpert. And Freak subbed in for J.R. Smith. And a new group in for the Celtics. Dunleavy's checked in for Johnson. Andre Robertson comes in for Crowder. Hunter's checked in for Avery Bradley. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. The forwards are LeBron and Thompson. Freak is out there with Irving, and it's Mahinmi in at the 5. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Cavaliers?
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for them early on.
And they're also clicking at the free throw line, not wasting any of those opportunities.
C.J. Watson, he's checked in for Boston.
Damn, Fogg, you dipshit.
For Boston, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. He dishes it to Dunleavy. Smart with the ball, picked up by Thompson. Watson kicks to Roberson. Now Smart. 11 points for him in that last game against Atlanta. Shot clock at 3.
It's on the ball, we're winning.
Boston again missing. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Freak. Offensive rebound. Outside Irving. There's Freak. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Freak's got his second bucket tonight. Celtics trail by 4. Poked away and stolen by Freak. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
It's Sullinger with the drive and stolen by Irving. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Watson, the pass to Roberson. Sullinger, the screen. Pass to Dunleavy. Sullinger outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Smart. Boston again missing. Well, it was the Boston Celtics winning their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
Shoots a fader. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Sullinger.
Kevin, gorgeous fadeaway there. I mean, that's one way to beat some tight defense.
And so we can...
I like having the ball in my hands.
Okay, fellas, nice job sticking to the plan in the first half. Now let's widen the gap and get these fans.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Moskov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for James. And Freak subbed in for Irving. The Celtics also changing it up. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. Marcus Smart comes in for Bradley. And it's Watson in for Isaiah Thomas. On the court right now for the Celtics. Watson out there with Smart. Then it's Amir Johnson. Then it's Jared Sullinger. And it's Roberson in at the 3. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Hornets.
Yeah, plagued by foul trouble throughout in that game. I think it just forced them into some rotations that they weren't comfortable with.
Yeah, and you know, the frustrating part, guys, is that's something that can be avoided. You know, you can correct that, but you've got to move your feet and keep your hands to yourself. You've got to show some discipline.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense is
also making some changes. Mahinmi's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Stauskas comes in for J.R. Smith. And Freak subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Boston, Avery Bradley comes in for Amir Johnson. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Roberson. Freak in at point guard. Mahinmi is out there with Anderson Varejao. Then
what
there's
the
Iman
fuck?
Shumpert. And it's Stauskas in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Cleveland.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, Clark, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
Yeah, it was a team that was really in sync. They trusted each other and took the right shots.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent, Greg, who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Irving. He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Watson kicks to Johnson. The Celtics working the ball around now. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. First free throw is good.
Shooting for Cleveland, Jared Sullinger.
First free throw is good from Sullinger.
Oh, that's bullshit.
23 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And Cleveland can just let the clock run down here. And it's Freak missing. Now here's Sullinger.
Control the ball. We won.
Watson with it. Johnson the screen. Watson kicks to Hunter. from outside off the mark. And so it's...
Thank you, Kevin.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Kyrie Irving. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this guy. I get jealous. He feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became...
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sport.
Best in the world. Two steals, one turnover, no blocks, no assist. Well, it's at 34 points a game. Those were good. Those were real good. Really good. I think they changed it again. They changed it again. Damn, New York Nets want me a lot. Golden State 53%. No, I'm happy here. This is actually a good team. I'm not a crap team. Oh, too horrible. Yeah, sure.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the New York Knicks in New York. For New York, they've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Tonight, an opportunity to continue that trend. And you look at Carmelo Anthony, no question a superstar scorer in this league. Won an NCAA title at Syracuse. Shaq, is he still one of the top stars in the NBA?
He's in the top 15. He was in the top 10, but...
What an arbitrary figure to throw out.
I'm just saying he was. It's just that now I think too many young players have passed.
Cavaliers are out of Cleveland as they take on their Eastern Conference rival in tonight's contest. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. That's certainly what we have in store for us today.
Oh, we got beat their ass.
I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Just a single game at home. After this one, it's back in the low. Group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. And Freak subbed in for Kyrie Irving. So on the floor for Cleveland. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Thompson and Varejão at the 4 and 5.
And we're hot.
Freak in at the 1. And poor shot
no,
selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Kicks to Snell to the right side. Lopez a screen to the paint. Off the screen. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Freak with it. He had 10 points in the win against Boston. And it's Shumpert penetrating out of bounds. New York takes possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
New York leading by 3. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kev, Derek Fisher and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him if there was an X factor in this game, a player they couldn't forget about, and he said it would have to be Tristan Thompson, the power forward out of Texas. He said Thompson is still developing from a skill standpoint, but his motor is really off the charts. You always have to find him and get a body on him when the shot goes up, because the guy never takes a play off.
Y'all pissing me off.
They've been forewarned. We'll see if they take it to heart.
All right, Doris.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here is Caspi, covered by LeBron. Snell, the pass to Dinwiddie. 6 to shoot. Screen by Jones. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
No, that's a close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it, Greg. I mean, it didn't look like his feet were set to me.
Mahinmi's checked in for Cleveland. Freak. And the rebound
Man,
goes
fuck,
to the Knicks.
man.
Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. New York moving it around. Here's Dinwiddie. Screen by Jones. Jumper off the screen. And good as it rattles through the hoop.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Y'all had
I
your
like the
chance.
fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Varejao. Drops in the layup for 2. Varejao's got his second bucket of the night.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
I don't want to talk about that quarter was ass.
And some tough times for the Knicks, but you listen to Carmelo Anthony, it's clear he's invested in this franchise.
No, he's not.
Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo. Then for the Knicks. Lopez, who's checked in for Sanders. Perry Jones comes in for Chris Humphries. Caspi, who's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Tony Snell subbed in for Rajon Rondo. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. James checked in for Shumpert. And Freak subbed in for J.R. Smith. So on the floor for Cleveland, the forwards are LeBron and Thompson. Freak is out there with Irving, and it's Varejao in at the 5 spot. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you don't ever...
I'm submitting this game, though, 'cause I ain't getting the ball, bro. Thank you. I ain't getting no points. Don't make a request a trade. One of the teams gives me the fucking ball, dude. I'm gonna take a break from this. Yes. What time is it? Damn. You know, I gotta go, dude. Later.